everyone, this is Chef Rochelle Boucher with Standards of Excellence, Florida Builder Appliances, and West Star Kitchen and Bath. I get to play in the kitchen for my job. Now, as a corporate chef, I'm always looking for great tips and really simple things to pass on to a lot of our friends and family. One of the best things is a balsamic glaze. I want to show you how to make a simple balsamic glaze. Now, the key to it is understanding balsamic vinegar. It's an aged vinegar originally from Italy. Now it's being made all over the world. You really want to find the balance between something not too expensive, but something that's not sort of fake balsamic, which is out there, which is really just a colored vinegar. So I've got a nice quality, medium quality balsamic vinegar. And the point of this is I'm going to cook it down to make a glaze. And there's so many applications for this. So I'm going to do 2 cups of a good quality balsamic. Again, not your 12-year aged balsamic. And then I've got a half a cup of red wine. You can have, again, not your most expensive, but not something that's gone bad. And then I've got a tablespoon of sugar. It's going to add just a little smoothness to it. Now, the key to this is we're going to bring it up to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down and let it just simmer along. It takes a little time, but there's a couple important points. You want a pan that's not too skinny, but not too wide. So you're getting some reduction in some surface area, but it doesn't go too quickly. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of lemon zest or the skin of the lemon zest into that. It's going to flavor it. So we don't season yet. We're just going to reduce. So coming up to a boil, we'll turn this down. I'll show you how to know when it's becoming a glaze. So it's important to know when the balsamic glaze is done. I've boiled this, as I noted, and turned it down, and by using a plate and a spoon, you can really see that, again, this is still very, very loose. It's still simply balsamic vinegar and wine. Now, I have one balsamic glaze that I did partway through, and I'm going to drag it on there. It's actually not too bad, but I can see when I move it around that it's a little bit loose, kind of loses its shape. Now it's up to you how you like your glaze to be, but if you're putting it on food often has moisture in itself, so you really want the balsamic glaze to be somewhat firm and sort of hold its shape. So this is not done, almost there, and I like this sort of nice clear glaze. That's the way that I like to do it. So I'll show you how to use that. So I've cooked down the balsamic glaze until it was the consistency that I liked. It took about 45 minutes, and it'll yield a little bit less than a cup generally. I used it in sweet and savory applications. It's really, really versatile. Now you can season it with a little bit of pepper if you'd like, but it's a little harder than to use it for something like a dessert. It's amazing with fruit, ice cream. It's incredible. Over here, I just drizzled it on top of this salad. You can drizzle it on top of meats. It's wonderful. It can even be an ingredient to add a little bit of boost and savoriness to other dishes. So incredibly versatile, easy to make. Please enjoy making your very own balsamic glaze.